Okay. Let's create a one server. The keygen concept is clear, right? Able to connect, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm creating a key pair now. My key pair is, yeah, tell me, Raj, easy to test something. I'm creating a key pair. So here VPs I'm selecting. Let's take subnet launch server. Okay. So guys, and the important thing is a Linux commands list. What about this Saturday? Should I take class or not? Rest, rest already given, festival time. Festival also I have taken a Saturday. Okay. Okay. First time Myrish is asking rest. Okay, then take it. But guys, one thing you need to remember. If you ask rest, the course will be extended. Don't put any pressure on me to sir, complete in 1 week. I have an interview call. Don't do that, okay? We can just slowly learn, no problem. Maybe extend 15 days or 20 days, right? But you can clear the concept very clear, right? Please take class, huh? Okay, we'll see. Hey, service endpoint is works network level. Like that will be, I have shared one document already with respect to endpoints, right? Hmm? There I have clearly explained. Service endpoint, gateway endpoint, the difference. Yeah, correct. To connect all AWS services, service endpoint network level will work. Okay, gateway endpoint specific S3 it will work. All services, few services only gateway endpoints are there. Other services that service endpoints are there. But all work same level only. I mean same purpose only. Okay. Okay. Very important concept I'm going to discuss. Please focus now. Yeah, hi Raj. True. See, VPC endpoint is not possible to communicate all the services. Inside VPC, no need to create any VPC endpoint. When you can create a VPC endpoint, that inside VPC service want to communicate outside VPC service. S3 is outside VPC service. SNS, SQS, SCS, these and all any service has to be communicate. For example, guys, your server inside, if you want to send one notification, understand what I'm trying to say? Server reach CPU level high. That will be give a alarm inside the CloudWatch event. When you configure CloudWatch alarm, CPU threshold high, that will trigger to SNS. Are we done or not? That SNS will trigger if the instance is public, takes the help internet gateway and again in. exit first and enter to SNS. Same like S3. You don't want to communicate like that. Internally only communicate. Again create a endpoint for SNS. Understand? Or SCS or SQS. For example, I'm taking VPC here. When you can go for endpoint, I'm saying here. Okay. EC2 is a VPC inside service. If I take a different services, for example, this is SNS. In generally, if you connect EC2 to SN for SNS, for example, in between CloudWatch also there, right? So CloudWatch, if you connect here, for example, CloudWatch, if you generate a logs, if you want to trigger CloudWatch to SNS, okay, or EC2 to SNS, the request will go from the VPC first. Understand or not? VPC gateway attached to internet gateway attached to VPC, that should be out from first and then again to SNS. This is the concept. But if you establish a connection, endpoint, I mean, private connection, that will be directly connect internally only. It won't go through VPC internet gateway. See, every service internally routed in AWS background. If you use that service, you are able to connect internally. If you not use the service, you can connect externally. Understand? Every service internally routed in AWS. Internally routed when you can use VPC endpoint, internally you are able to connect. You don't want to connect VPC endpoint, internally connection is disabled. You can connect externally. In this case, for example, SNS or any services, if I go here and endpoints, so go to endpoint. I am already created. Let me delete. Create endpoint. Here, a lot of services are there. You can give here, for example, SNS endpoint is there. You can connect in SNS also. See, SNS interface endpoint. We don't have gateway, so this will work like interface endpoint. Then select which VPC and select. If you select subnets also, all subnets means inside any server can communicate SNS through internally without using any internet gateway. If it is a private server, there is no internet gateway, right? It should use NAT gateway. Even I don't want to go through NAT gateway. Go for endpoint. NAT gateway also request will travel to internet gateway and again enter inside the right? Yeah. So if I create now, inside this VPC, inside these subnets, in any server want to communicate the SNS, the request will travel through internally instead of externally. Like that only it will run. For example, if this endpoint is not there, request will out first. Request will out first and then in. Clear? So this is not a good practice. Even you will get costing also. Using internet gateway, using route table. Sir, అయిపోయింది సార్ క్లాస్ కూడా స్టార్ట్ చేశాను మీరు ఓకే సార్ ఓకే సో నౌ Yeah, see here. This is costing also, right? NAT gateway. See, to connect SNS via NAT gateway, use endpoint. So cost effective. If you use the NAT gateway, again, Elastic IP is cost something different. Internet gateway need to be used, and you need to be use routing routers, and a lot of things are there, right? I mean, the concept you need to understand. Just for SNS connection, you no need to use. That's what my intention is. What I'm trying to say. For other requirement, yes, there is no endpoint option is there. Then go for normal option only. But to connect SNS only, don't create a internet gateway, NAT gateway, and all. Cost matters. For example, explain any cost optimization implementation in your project. You can take kind of things only where we use endpoints concepts internally routing so that we no need to use NAT gateways and NAT gateways to route to connect something different services. My client is asking to connect a send a SNS topic. In this case, server is private. So in this case, to send SNS topic, I'm using endpoint instead of using NAT gateway and all. So it's a cost matters. And like that, we discuss all the Lambda concept, right? Keeping the logs inside the EC2. You can push into the S3 by using Lambda function. Inside growing the data inside EC2 is not a good practice. It's a chargeable. Also performance issues will come. So we use S3 as to store the data logs, though the logs are not a mandatory for last 1 week, last 2 days and all. Except current logs, current data logs, current date logs, previous date logs we are going to push by using Lambda. Lambda we can pay only running hours. My Lambda is able to run fraction of seconds. So in this case, we can save the cost. So these are all cost optimizations. You have to be explain these things into your interview only. Okay. Clear? So if endpoint provision is not there, then we don't have any option. We don't have any option. Go for AWS Lambda also there. See. AWS Lambda is an interface. EC2 to Lambda. Again, you can connect. I mean, external services, those are not part of VPC. By using endpoint, we can connect. Clear? See, now Lambda independently working. No communication is required from EC2. They're not required in endpoint, right? You can directly create a Lambda function. Understand? Have you completed the task given session manager? Hmm? Okay. I can understand. I think, in my experience, I'm saying, I think 30% student is only completed. 30% students only completed. Even 30% already say bye-bye this course. Okay. Remaining 30% their struggle. No problem. If you spend the time with one error, definitely you remember that error always. Understand? So in your organization, in your project, if you do kind of error, you can easily. Okay. See guys, yesterday I have shared. I'm not sharing into this group. The reason you guys are busy with other work. As I said, yeah, as I said, I got a one project, right? So all are same only. This is one of the account project. As I said, 80 accounts, right? One of the customer architecture. Same, right? Is there any new things are there to you? Database, front end, back end, load balancer, auto scaling, Route 53. So you are see why I'm saying is you no need to focus other services. These are the most important service, regular services. If you see what I observed, now I got a chance to explore more things because of more accounts. What I understood from those architectures, what are topics we are going to cover more than enough. Many people are asking, sir, can we discuss different services like, yeah, Cloudflare, it's not a Cloudflare, Cloudflare. Cloudflare, CloudFront, both are same. CloudFront is a cloud managed. Yeah. CloudFront is managed AWS service. Cloudflare is a third party service, but all are same. Let me show you. See guys, what I'm trying to say, if you know the knowledge now, you can easily understand. CloudFront, not a discuss, right? Maybe this time unable to understand. Cloudflare, even I too don't know. After seeing that, what is Cloudflare? Okay, simply I can just, I know CloudFront so that I can easily understand Cloudflare. So both are content delivery network, like cache purpose we are using. See, Cloudflare is giving Cloudflare provider, not a cloud providers. CloudFront is Amazon AWS cloud providers. So in this case, I got interest. What about Azure and GCP? See, Cloudflare is a free cost, free of tire. That's what my customer is using this. This is pay as you go, right? Yeah, that's what he is. Content delivery network. See, isn't it difference, guys? If you know CloudFront, na, even if you can take a CloudFront, if you can take a Cloudflare, if you can take a Azure CDN, if you can take a Google Cloud CDN, all are same or not? No difference. If you learn one area, either cloud or on premises, process is same. See, overview. Azure CDN is taken care by Microsoft Azure. Google Cloud CDN taken care by Google Cloud Platform GCP. But primary focus is what? Content delivery network integration with Azure services and scalability. Content delivery, is there any difference? No. All are same. Everything is same. But the difference is what? The names. The names only difference. Once you go inside the content, all are same. Understand? If you know CloudFront, you can easily understand what is Azure CloudFront, GCP CloudFront, even third-party tool Cloudflare. For example, auto scaling, AWS, Azure. Even I will take the classes. You don't worry. Sessions set to discuss AWS and Azure and GCP. EMR not required. EMR for not for us. Big data platforms. AWS is what? ECS I will cover. AWS auto scaling. Azure for what? Azure auto scale. GCP for what? Google Cloud auto scaling. All are dynamic scaling or not? You know already AWS auto scaling, right? Try after complete Azure and GCP. If you can go through this, you can easily understand. Understand? Same thing. Let's go to the load balancers. Azure also load balancers are there or not? Types of Azure load balancers. As I said, Azure application gateway is nothing but application load balancer in AWS. Azure load, just Azure load balancer is nothing but network load balancer, TCP, UDP. Let's go to GCP. Google Cloud Load Balancer. Azure Load Balancer. See, we can easily understand if you have a knowledge in one area. Yeah, names only difference. All are same. EBS is a volume. Elastic block storage. We already increased the EBS volume, right? Yesterday. Yesterday only. Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Yeah. So ECS, I think 10:30 batch already completed. That's what ECS is running here. Someone is asked that ECS will. Yeah. Let's connect. Okay, the concept is user management concept. What I'm going to cover. It's a very important concept, but important concept means real time. You may not get chance to work on these areas. These areas will take care by Linux administrators. Okay, you are not a person to create a users inside the Linux. Clear? Linux administrator is different. AWS account administrator is different. Azure administrator is different. GCP administrator is different. AWS administrator means multiple team is working with the cloud. If there are any cloud related issues, he is the person to take care. Understand AWS administrator means. Tester is working, tester is unable to access one service. They will just reach to AWS administrator, I'm unable to access this service. Can you help me that? So he will help you on this. Linux administrator means inside Linux everything. In terms of performance, in terms of Linux operating system, everything, installations and all, he will take care. Not you. Even my organization also, one IT admin is there. He will take care of this area. But we can understand just how it will work this process only. Even you can focus on Linux commands. When I explain the users management concept, you can focus Linux commands also meanwhile. So we can cover the Linux commands and concept also, right? Okay. So I'm inside of the root now. Okay, guys. And now, guys, if I create any file, okay, if you give ls-l, you can see the ls-la, 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 ls-a. The difference is ls-la, you are able to see including hidden files plus your file. ls-l only show created file, not hidden files. Clear till here? Okay. Now, here if you can see these details, root, right? Root ID, user ID means root. My user is here root. Owner. Who is the owner for this file? Root only. Okay. And this is group of root, group ID. This file is owner is root, group also root group only. No one is shared in this file. Understand the meaning? Okay. Now, root can give this file permission to anyone. Root can create a user, for example. Root can change the owner permission to user to access this file complete permissions. Clear? Okay. And if you focus this area, this is important. So Linux user management. Okay. So no class this Friday. Sorry, this Saturday. Okay. I think this Saturday is the last class for 10:30 batch. Okay. New batch, old batch. Their end is it took 5 months, 10 days. Okay. So I haven't taken any Saturday classes as per their request. But please, this batch, guys, I'm going to take Saturdays also. Not from this week, next week. Few classes. I'm not saying every Saturday. Sometimes. There is only AWS, no Azure and GCP. Azure already done. GCP there is no for them. But in this session, GCP also there. One more week extra. So Linux users management. But guys, if you follow my lectures and instructions, guys, this training is not to get a job. You can easily get it, guys, with the help of this training. But this training, you can easily manage the tasks also in real time. I'm see why I'm saying that. I'm just checking. I'm just observing from the last 3-4 months. My tasks are similar to what we discuss here only. And as a TL, if I engage this task to someone who is having 3 years, 4 years experience, the tasks are very similar tasks what I'm going to give here. Engage. Same task, not similar, same task. They're unable to do, but you are able to do. That is the difference only. Understand? So what you need to focus here, in real time, here no difference. That's what I'm going to discuss here. I'm not taking you like just like a training. Whatever task I'm giving, make a list somewhere. Believe me, once you get a job, these all tasks are really helpful for you. Okay. You just believe that from every day we are not taking a training, we are just implementing a project tasks like that you need to prepare. If I guess if I give simply one task, if you just complete and close the laptop also not good. Investigate some other areas also. Right? Yeah. For example, yeah, for example, uh, so far even my team also don't know what is VPC endpoint till yesterday. So private server, we got some task on the private server too. I'm getting some load balancer target group unhealthy issue. So he pinged me. So connect server and check maybe inside any process is not running or not with respect to. He said, no, how to connect server? There is no key. You can connect through endpoint. I don't know how to connect. He's having 5 years of experience. And some cases, try with session manager. He don't know how to connect session manager. I mean, I'm not saying that he don't know anything. Maybe he will not get a chance to work on this area. But you got now at the training level also. So that's what every task is very important. Do accordingly. Yeah, next question, see here. The different student in TIB understand, guys. Sir, real time, while we use the Lambda service, should we write all the code or will be provided? Yes. Take the code from ChatGPT only. Understand? Okay. Let me show you one thing. The question came from yesterday. How you can think I'm saying here? This group is not my students, guys. Frankly speaking, everyone can join. But I'm still going to give support, even my student or others also. There is a different matter anyway. See here. Hi Veera, how to send logs from Java application to S3 bucket using code? Asked in interview. What I have given reply using Lambda function. Already done, right? Logs we can push into S3 bucket by using Lambda function. Then reply is I answered the same, but not through Lambda, through SDK. They were expecting. SDK means what? Code. Python boto 3 code. we written Python boto 3 code only, right? Lambda is what? Environment to run Python boto 3 code, right? Clear or not? What is the question here? Bucket using coding. Coding means where we can run the code by using Lambda function only we can run the code. This is my answer. But interior is said, no, not through Lambda, through SDK. Yes, through SDK only. Where you can run SDK? We need an environment, right? EC2 or Lambda. Lambda only choice to push the logs every day. That's what the answer is. But SDK run inside the Lambda only. Lambda is environment to execute SDK. Okay, we already done, right? Same project, pull the logs from EC2 to S3 by using Python SDK inside Lambda. This is my explanation. Java application means Java is running inside EC2. Understand or not? Yeah. Why I'm saying be clear. Maybe interior intention is different, but you be clear. Okay, Lambda won't run anything. Lambda inside, if you can run code only, Lambda will run, right? Lambda is Lambda not able to run any. Lambda is not able to pull the logs anything from EC2 by default. When you write a code inside Lambda only, Lambda can run. Lambda is just an environment, guys. EC2 will do anything. If you give inside EC2 only, EC2 will perform, right? EC2 is a server environment. Lambda is a serverless environment. Understand? If you run the same task inside the server, cost matters. Server continuously run, right? Even complete your task also server continuously run. But Lambda, once you've done your task, it will stop. We are using Lambda to run an environment, not to pull the logs. How we can say Lambda pull the logs? Instead, you can run the pull logs code inside the Lambda. Understand? Yeah. That's what the thing is here. We need to understand. You can do anything. Okay. Splunk logs. Okay. Splunk logs if you want to push into S3. Connect Splunk endpoint to the Lambda function. See guys, now AI is very powerful. You no need to check any Google. Your requirement, you know your requirement, then task 50% done. If you know your requirement, what you want to do. So just now she's saying that, can we push the logs Splunk to S3? If you know this concept first, okay, this is possible, then enough, 50% task is enough. See now, for example, Splunk logs push to S3 using Lambda function. Story again, how to create a Lambda function role and see. Clear what I'm trying to say now? Your source is what now? Not EC2, Splunk. Splunk means Splunk endpoint, Splunk username, Splunk password. Your source is database means database endpoint, database username, database password. Okay, if you just copy this code and do some R&D, if you stuck somewhere, take a developer help. Taking help is different. Can you give the code to me? I will run Lambda is different. The two questions are completely different or not? Asking queries, yes. Yeah. So, yeah, by taking this, you do something R&D for 1 hour, the errors pasting and all something, still you are getting error. Now, this is the way to ask to developer. And if your manager is asking why you are unable to complete, you can say, I'm not a developer, right? They can also know you are not a developer, but still they will engage the tasks sometimes. Sometimes you can take help here or help from any developer. See, I'm getting some error means definitely anyone can connect in your team. They can give the solution for that. If you are facing some error, they will, but can you give the code I will run inside the Lambda is not at all good, right? That's what I'm saying. If you know the requirement, what you want to do, 50% task done. This is, you know, guys, now we are on the stage, no need to worry about coding. Clear? Just if you are thinking regarding coding, just you can remove from your mind. I don't know coding also, but I can do any task by using AI. That's what DevOps with AI is very popular now. Jenkins code, we can write. Jenkins script, we can write. Kubernetes YAML files, we can write. Docker file, we can write. Now the situation, you don't limit yourself. If something can ask, something can expect from you, the management, you can say yes. Understand what I'm trying to say? We have a number of support options nowadays. You can take and do it. Don't limit yourself. No, no, I'm only cloud engineer. I can create S3 bucket. I can create EC2 instance only. I don't know DevOps. I don't know AMN. Who can pay to 1 lakh per month to create S3 bucket? Huh? Even guys, just to mark my words, after 2 years you can understand. Not now. To create a resources, right? To create a resources, you may understand manual process is easy. After complete Terraform, no? In your batch, after complete Terraform, if you want to do some R&D, directly you can take a Terraform code only, not to manual process. Understand? Manual process too difficult. At that time you can understand. For example, I want to create a EC2. Sorry, ECS. ECS is a Elastic Container Service, kind of Kubernetes service. I don't know how to do R&D on ECS. What I need to do, simply go ECS, Elastic Container Service. So here I can see, okay, what I need to do here, task definition is there, create a task definition. So can select launch type is Fargate or EC2 instance. This is a manual process. Okay, how many steps I have selected first? Task definition is the one, and inside launch type is Fargate or instance. Not this time, we may not understand. You will understand in the coming classes. Okay, by seeing this, by seeing the steps, create. This is manual process. Okay, now I'll check with ChatGPT for ECS. Give Terraform code to create ECS definition. EC2 have given Terraform code to create ECS definition. So if I know Terraform now, guys, no need to go console. Directly see. Okay, directly I will take this, run inside the Terraform. This will create automatically. Now, just now we discuss, right? See the dashboard. See the dashboard, what we discuss now. You can see the parameters here. One is what task definition. One is what name of the task definition. Next is what launch type is what Fargate or instance. Okay. Next is what how many CPUs are required. Next is what role is required. Next is what some image and port and something you can see here image definition and next port definitions and all these are the values we need to be give manual process, right? All values, see, they're in the same here also, right? CPUs, role, task definition name. So you can see all information here only. So if I want to perform ECS task, something, some R&D, again go to manual process, select. It's a time taking process, right? If I know Terraform, simply copy the code, run Terraform. All will be created and go and do some R&D quickly. RDS, go to RDS, create manual process, one select. But at this time, you know RDS, right? What is RDS? RDS Terraform. See, if I copy this code, RDS code, you know, right? Allocate storage, storage type, instance class, engine, engine version, username, password, DB name, which VPC, multi-agent or not. Simply copy and run Terraform. RDS will create. But manual process, open RDS console, select one. It's a time taking process, right? Finally, you guys may agree Terraform is easy than all the approaches. That's what 99.99% organizations are using Terraform only. At this time, you may feel, no, sir, Terraform is coding and all, better to go manual process. After some time, you know, In between the training only, you can say, if I give any task, directly you can go open the Terraform and run it. Not to manual process. Understand? Yeah. Okay. Let's go to now EC2 Linux. So connect. My ChatGPT is free only. Not required paid versions. Free tier is enough. If you want to spend every minute with ChatGPT, then you take a paid version. Just when the doubt will come, we can take help. So not required paid version. Organization official ChatGPT is also there, right? My company official ChatGPT is there. I can use that. That will give more info compared to ChatGPT. Very clear info. Organizations also following the ChatGPTs. So we can deliver the work quickly, right? Instead of closing the tickets 2, 3, by using AI, we can create 10 tickets. That's what. Yeah. Still, you can say coding is coding very difficult. Account anything. Okay. You know how to do that. Just go for, how to create S3 bucket. By using Python, you know, right, how to create. How to push, how to create EC2 instance. By using Python, you know, right, how to create. Python Boto3, just first client and response. But here you need to understand the developer background team. They don't know how to create, but they know Python. The problem is where they don't know cloud knowledge. Understand? They know how to write a code, but they don't know what is EC2. They don't know what is RDS. They don't know what is Lambda. I mean, complete development background, people who are having not a cloud knowledge I'm talking about. But now you know cloud knowledge. You know how to handle Python with cloud automations. They know write a code. The code is for front and back end development, front and back end, something kind of development from the scratch. How we can see here the two things. Do you know Python means if someone can ask, yes, I know the point of view cloud and DevOps only, automation things. But Python no means they won't give front end development, back end development. Front end development JD is separate. They are not going to shortlist your profile for front end development. Just you need to understand that. They know you are a DevOps engineer, cloud engineer. They won't give any task to front end development and back end development. But what they are expecting, are you able to understand Python? If any automations are required. So if someone can ask Python, yes, I have implemented some automations in my current organization or previous organizations, like push the logs, connect RDS, kind of things you can say. But developers know how to write a code, but they don't know how to call AWS and all, right? They don't have AWS knowledge. You don't think so? You don't think like developers can do anything inside the cloud? By using Python code, they can write Python logic only. That logic not create any magic inside the AWS. Understand? That you need to understand. Okay. Yeah. Users management. Users management, guys. ls-l. One file is there, right? First, guys, we have to understand what is permissions. This concept comes under users management concept. Okay. So who created this file? Don't say Linux, root. Okay. How to say that? By seeing this. Okay. Now, okay, this is clear, Vira. This is time and date stamps, timestamp also. But by seeing this, what is this? Permissions. Permissions. For, to whom? Let me divide. Sorry. Let me divide into three categories. Three. So this is three, right? I'm just moving like this. This is also three. I'm just moving like this. and this is also 3. Divide into 3 parts. Clear now? Okay. Now understand here. Okay. This hyphen indicates file. If you can see here D, directory. If you can see in this place D, that is a directory. Okay. These 3 comes under now users, groups and others. First one is user permissions. Next one is group permission. And next one is others permission. Clear now? So you don't worry about what is group and others. We'll learn. Okay. Now just I'm talking about either user permission or group permission or other permissions inside these entries. I'm taking now user permission. So R W dash. So let me add here X. So guys, R means read. Okay. This is write. This is execute. Clear no? Now tell me one thing. These permissions with respect to what? File creator, right? With respect to file permissions only. So created a file, user can read, user can write. Created a file, group can only read. Created a file, others can only read. Okay? Okay. Let's understand. If you want to give a permissions, you can give simply R equal to 4. Write equal to 2. Execute equal to 1. Clear? So the sequence is read, write, execute. If you convert into binary form, 2 power 0 into 1, how much? 1. 2 power 1 into 1, how much? 2. 2 power 2 into 1, how much? 4. Clear no? 4, 2, 1. So read equal to 4, write equal to 2, x equal to 1. Okay. So if you want to give permissions, guys, you can use this command chmod to give permissions. Chmod means change mode. Change mode means permission mode. Clear? Now chmod. Okay. Chmod. If I want to give permission by giving this number numeric format 421 for file. Okay. If I give 421 means simply I can say now. I'm talking about now this area. Okay, read area. Read area. If I want to give full permissions. Full means full permission. Read plus write plus execute. So which is equal to 7. Very good. Seven. So read is 4, write is 2, execute is 1, which is equal to 7. Only read plus write. Read plus write 6. Like this, okay? Only write plus execute 3. Clear? So now you tell me chmod here first one is user, next one is group, next one is others. For what? File. Now chmod, if I'm going to give user permission is full, what is the number I should give? Group I need to give only read write 6. Others only read 4. For which? File. Clear? So now, okay, let's go now. At this time, read, write, read only, right? Now see, command is what? chmod 7, you can give anything, 7, 6, 4, for what? File. Okay, now you can check ls-l, permissions changed or not? See, read, write, execute, which is equal to 7. Next groups are what? Read, write only. Others is what? Only read. You just divide 3 parts from the last. 3, 3, 3. This is file. Clear now? So I want to give only read permission for this file. Per user only. Remaining are no permissions. 400. Only read permission for user and others and groups are 0. ls-l. Sorry, ls-l only. Tell me which permission it is. Read for what? Read to whom? Only user. So this command already we use somewhere, right? Where? Key reading purpose. Key chmod 400 at the time we ran, right? For permission. Key permission. Okay. PEM file reading. Correct. So now you are clear, right? This area. Clear now? Let's create a one more file. Or mkdir. dir1 ls. Okay. ls-l. See now, directory indicates D first. File indicates here hyphen first. Clear no? And last 3 digits you can calculate here, from here, from here, from here. User having full permissions. Groups having read execute. Others only execute permission. Clear no? So if you want to give chmod 777 dir1 means full permission to all. See, directory indicates green color. Full permissions. Okay. Permissions point of view, you just understand only. How to give access and all I will show you now. Till here clear now? Okay. Now, in Linux, we can create a users now. So I mean, why I'm going to create a users? So this point of view, we are very clear who create a file. But to check the permissions for others, for groups, I need to create others, right? I need to create a groups, right? In this case, others means other users. Group means group users. Normal user means who create a file. Clear? Group permissions means if any user is part of this user comes under group. If other user is not part of this group comes under other user. For example, two users are there. One user is part of root, add into the root group. One user is not added into root group. Root point of view, group means what? Who added into the root group. Others means who not added into the user group, root group. Clear, no? For example, user 1, user 2. Two users are there. User 1 I have added into root group. Clear, no? Now root point of view, user means root user. Groups means, huh? Yeah, who will come? User 1 or user 2? User 1. Others? User 2. Understand who is not part of the group is others. Who is the part of the group is groups. For these point of view file only. I'm talking about for one file created by root user. This file point of view, so this is my root, this is my group, this is my other users. For example, other user create a file. Other user work like a main user. Clear or not? For example, user 1 creates a file. Okay. The file name is, for example, file 200. Now tell me, file 200 point of view, user comes under user for what? User, group, others. Okay. User means who create a file. Who create a file? User 1. And any other user is added inside user 1 group comes under group. If all other is not added inside the user 1 group comes under others. So we have to be understand who created a file and you can see the area. See the focus, the users and group. Okay, let's to do this task, first I need to create a users and groups, right? To create a user, the command is user creation command is user add. All commands already there in the document what I have given. Okay, all commands are there which I have already given the document, right? Linux commands. I will show you from here only. Better you will get a clarity. Okay. So user add. User add a new user. Okay, add a new user. So let's create now. User add user 1. Guys, if I create a users, where exactly users can store? In which path in Linux? Very good. Home directory. How to go inside home directory? CD. Yeah, wait. CD. Clear now? Okay, this is clear. Okay, perfect. Now, okay, so this is clear. Next focus is user is ready. How to log in as a user now? Let's do it now. This is easy to Linux, right? Same instance, I'm going to log in as a user. Here you can give user 1. Clear? Connect. Clear? User 1 is login now. So root also login. In Linux, day one we discussed multitasking, multi-user login. So Linux can login number of users. You can perform anything in the same instant, Linux only. Okay. From here you can run Jenkins. From here you can run Tomcat. From here you can run Kubernetes. From here you can run Docker. Multitasking from multi-users. No need to wait for something process is going on and all. Okay. Okay. So one is root, one is user one. Let's create one more user. What is the command? User add user two. Your focus is Linux commands. If you are unable to understand this concept, ignore it, no problem. But at least focus on Linux commands. Okay. Where should I check user details? Home directory. User two also there. How to log in? So just go to here again, connect user two. Okay. No, I'm creating separately three, windows to access. Okay. Yeah. So I have login as a three users. One is root. If I log in from here, I think it's not possible. Password have to be generated first. Okay. Okay. I'll discuss this one also. Clear? Users only created. Who created user? Root only can create. Same IAM also same concept, right? Root can create a users. Let's go to now. Yeah, I'm inside the root now. So root can generate a password for users now. Okay. See guys, root can generate a password for user, but you need to understand one thing. Why password is required? You may ask this question. Without password, I'm able to log in, right? Then why password is required? Yes, you are logging through console, connecting you are logging. I mean, you are connecting a user through connect option, easy to connect option. So if you are logging through easy to connect option, PEMFL is not required, right? Password also not required. You are already inside of cloud, right? So while connecting them, that authentication process will bypass either password or PEMFL. That's what you can easily log in without password. But if you try to log in from external, see now the process you can understand. SSH, copy, paste. Okay, I'm giving, see, you can understand. EC2 test owner, right? I have created a key pair while creating time. Now see guys, okay. If I give EC2 user, you are able to log in. Okay. But if I give user one, see the difference now. Not possible. The key, whatever key is there, that is not apply for user one. The keys apply for EC2 user only. So not possible to connect from external. But how it is possible from internal? This key validation is bypass while connecting from internal. I mean, inside cloud portal only. If you're trying from connect from external, that won't possible. Clear now? So now, okay. Then if you want to connect from external, password is mandatory, right? Now root is saying, okay, I will create a password. How to create a password? PASSWD user one. Give the password means PASSWD only, not ORD. Okay. Now you can give password. Okay. So password created successfully. Okay. Now this password I can use to login instance from external. Why I'm using password? If you are connecting from external, password is mandatory. Now see, now again, if I connect here, remote host, IP same for all users or not? Yeah. Hmm. So now any password method is there? Hmm? No. But if you give a PEM file, so it is not possible. Right or not? It is asking login as a, if I give user one, it has to be ask password here. It is not asking password. The reason is EC2 inside the configuration file inside, by default, password method is disabled. Understand? Login through password method is disabled. Login through PEM file is only enabled. EC2 instance. But Azure VM, you can log in either password or PEM file also. Depends on the providers they're giving in terms of security concepts. Okay. In this case, what I can do, guys, in this case, what I can do, Linux commands. Yeah. No. We can do one thing. See, yeah, like that also, but not a good practice. Go to this path, enable password authentication. Understand what I'm trying to say? Who can do these changes? Root only. So go to root, give this. So inside etc directory, inside ssh directory, inside config file is there. Inside config file, all configurations are updated there only. How to log in and all. Okay. This is VEditor, right? You just scroll down. See now. Authorization key file will store where? .ssh authorizer keys. That's what key automatically store authorizer file. Password authentication is what here? No, right? So even permit empty password also you are able to log in. That is not a good practice. Done or not? So I had done some modifications and after that you can restart the service. You have done configuration SSHD config, right? So SSHD reload or restart so that changes will apply immediately. Okay. Now you can log, see from here you can log in without password. We no need to worry about that. But again, refuse user asking password or not now? Yes, give the password. It's invisible. Do you want to save password? No. See connected. User one connected from external. But there is no problem from internal, right? Yes, you can. Now again, if you want to switch, login as a internally for user. How to log in? su hyphen user one. Login or not? Why login? Refuse. So how to exit from here? Root is going to login. Understand? Again root. Or you can give su-root also. Or exit from the user automatically will go into the root. Clear now? Password authentication, how we can log in and all. Yeah. Now you are inside of root, right? Yeah. So what I'm going to do now, touch, let me remove these files, touch file one. Who created root? Now check the permissions ls hyphen L. So file 1, now guys, user 1, user 2, root point of view comes under group or others? Others only. We haven't added any group, right? Others. Okay, let me investigate on others permissions now. Now at this time, others permission is what? Read. Right or not? Others permission is read. But you need to be understand very important thing. So guys, once you create any file, that will be stored into root home directory only. Inside root home directory, no others can access. Home directories, no one can others can access. Common directory also there one. There is temp directory. Okay. See how to check the list of directories. Go to here. ls. See temp directory green indicates what? Common directory for all users and root and all. If you want to give specific permission to one user, you can give inside the temp directory only. So in this case, switch to temp directory. Okay, now you can create a file. Touch file 1 ls-l. Okay, see file 1 permissions are what for others. Focus on only others. We haven't created any group, right? Others for what? Read only. Okay, root is going to be added some content inside the file 1. Cat greater than, see focus on Linux commands parallelly. Okay, so hi, enter and skip. Okay, now let's go and check user 1 level. Where should I go? Temp directory, common directory here. See file 1 is there or not? Now file 1 permission is what? Only read. Let's go and read the file. Command is what? Cat file 1. Able to see or not? So I want to add some content. Cat double greater than append, not override, right? Permission denied. Why? Write permissions are required, but you have given only read permissions. So in this case, again, root will go and root will give permissions for user 1. How to give write permissions? Chmod. This is for with respect to user, you can give anything. Next is for what? Group. Group also ignore at this time, we haven't any create group, so it's 0. Next, this is important. We are focusing on others, right? Others, what we can do? If you can give 6, read, write, right? Which file? File 1. Is it possibility to assign user 1 itself the permission? What I'm trying to say, is it possibility to user can give the permissions by default? Chmod 706 file 1 operation not permitted. This file you are not created, root is created. So you can do modifications in the root only. But file created by user, yes, user can do it. And root also can do it again. Understand, root created files, root can only access until root give the permission to user. But user created files, still root can access. IAM, if I give S3 full permission to user created one S3 bucket, root inside that will be able to see or not? Yeah, same account, right? Yeah, same Linux. Yeah, so yeah, root is going to be given now chmod 766 file 1. So now tell me, able to access or not? Just a minute, guys. Okay, now see here, chmod 766 file 1. So where should I go to check the write permission? Others given what? 6, right? Go to user 1. Now give the able to do or not now. So you can add Clear now? So now you can see cat root also able to see same thing. Sometimes if you give permission still unable to access, mean just refresh the screen and again login. Even though you can give right permission, still it is permission not permitted, means just refresh the user and again login. It is going to be happen. Clear? Next, read write is clear, right? Execute is nothing but, guys, execute permission is nothing but, for example, my root is created a one directory. How to switch to directory? CD command. To enter inside the directory, execute permission is required first. Okay, let me do it now. mkdir, I'm created a directory 1. If you want to switch to directory, execute permission is required. Okay, now check the permissions. ls-l. Directory 1 is what permission? See, by default execute permission is coming. Now I'm talking about others only, right? Your focus always here only. Okay, group is not there at this time. Tomorrow we'll create a group. Now chmod. Okay, let me go to user and switch to directory. CD, able to do, right? Executive permission is there. Let's come to here. Now remove the permission, complete permission. Chmod 7, you can give anything for group. Focus is not on group. Others, I'm going to give only read permission for and directory 1. Clear? Let's go to user 1. Now he's able to see the directory 1, but permission denied. Executive permission is not there to switch to directory. This is point number 1, comes under executive. And now very important thing, my root is created a one script, just shell script. Shell script means we no need to worry. Simple Linux commands only to be executed automatically. For example, ls, I'm creating a one file. The file is touch test.sh. Shell script file, the extension should be .sh. Created. Okay, add some content inside. If you want to write a shell script, you have to start from like this. Insert. Right only. Bin. Like bin bash. So you have to be write the content inside only. This is called shebang line. Okay. Now shell script means you can execute the commands one by one. So for example, inside the shell script, I'm creating a simple directory. What is the command? mkdir. Create a directory 2. Directory 1 already there, right? Now create a file inside the directory. Next step is what? cd directory 2. Next, create a file inside directory 2. Touch file 3. If I execute this, all commands will be executed one by one. First directory will create. Next, go to the directory. Next, create a file. Understand? Okay. Now just create. Okay, root is here, right? Now ls. See ls-l. See the permission test.sh is only read. Only read, is this possible to run by user shell script? Let's do it now. How to run shell script? sh test.sh. This is the command, guys. Or dot slash test.sh. We have a two methods. You can use any method. Okay. Like this also you run, or sh test.sh also run. Clear? Let's run. ls. So directory 2 is created, and go inside directory 2. ls. File 3 is also created, but this is wrongly created. Without permission, how it is created? Maybe it is taking some cache issue. ls-l. Only read permission is there. chmod. So for example, 700 test.sh. Sorry, I'll execute from the root, right? chmod 700 test.sh. Okay, let's go and check user one name. sh permission denied. Let's go to give only write permission for 2, right? 2. Let's try again. Just I'm checking all the permission denied. Let's give now only execute. Okay. Let's go on now. Run. Permission denied. Okay. Let's go and give now read permission. Read means 4. Let's give now. Okay. So read, how it is executing. Write also required, right? It should not create. Let's check the doc. Execute permission, read also required. Read and execute also required. See, execute permission on file means right to execute them if they are programs. File that are not programs should not give any execute permission. For directories, execute permission allows you to enter into the directory. Okay. It should not run. Yeah, but root is given the permission to. Okay, this file created from user and root only, right? But this should execute when the write permission only for others, but only read permissions able to run. That's what my worry is. How it is able to run. Yeah, see, execute permission is required. I mean, chmod plus x, which is equal to execute permission. You can give numeric or you can give like this also. See, it should be required. Then only it will work. 5 means read plus execute required to run. But how it is running? But I'm able to run, right? See the understand? Even if the user only the has read permission, the execute permission crucial for running the script. But only read permission able to run. See, without execute permission, the user won't be able to run the script. This is correct actually. Maybe my end, is there any cache issue? Okay, do one thing is you can try your end. How it is behaving your end, let me know tomorrow. Okay, so that I will discuss execute permission one more time. Okay, thank you so much. Bye.